Hello everyone, welcome to StraightA. Dawson here, back with another video here today. And we are talking about fantasy football going into week 6. Got some interesting stuff, went 4-4 last week. We'll go over the results of all that. Before we get started though, leave a like down below, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and comment any suggestions for future videos below. Without further ado, let's get right into the video. Of course, we start off every week going through each of the 8 leagues that I'm in. I'll go again remind you quickly of what the league is, as well as reviewing the results from last week, as well as my matchup for this week, and what I kind of think about the fantasy landscape thus far. First of all, my most important league, I'm 5-0. I am leading the pack. There's only one other player at 4-1, and like 2 or 3 other players at 3-2. I am dominating right now. Now, granted, I'm getting a little nervous, but we'll rock and roll. So this was a really close matchup. He had a very good team. I mean, still scoring 150 should be make you comfortable. Was not. Alvin Kamara was my last player, and I was 10 behind or 5 behind. Luckily, he got there, but it was antsy. Either way, Jaden Daniels continues to be pretty good. Dak Prescott, very viable option as well. I'll just go down the list of mine. Derrick Henry, still going to be one of the best fantasy running backs. Kyron Williams, same case there. Chris Godwin, usually very reliable, at least probably 9 points every week. Brandon Ayuk getting more involved, but we'll talk about him a little bit later. Dalton Kincaid, he's going to have his off weeks every tight end, but he's 7th in the league still. Alvin Kamara, again, a little bit lower week, but I'm not going to expect a 30-point game every week from him. Madison is who I decided to start this week. He did fine, but he was my best option in flex position at this point. Because he got the volume there against Denver, but didn't really do too much there. Jake Moody, of course, injured. I dropped him, but he got me 8 points. Pretty good. Vikings defense against the Jets was actually a pretty good call. Otherwise, Tyreek Hill, wasn't really too worried about him or Jordan Mason. I just think those two are too overhyped. James Conner, honestly, was a little under my radar, but I knew that he could be good depending on how the Arizona offense does develop. DJ Moore, Latavian Wicks, I wasn't worried about. I think he's not going to be that good in fantasy. I think he's going to be fine, but not anything too special. His team is getting kind of banged up and hurt, but not a bad team overall. Looking at this week, I am unfavored because I did have one player play, and it was Brandon Ayuk in this last Thursday night game. He only got 4.7 points. Very, very unfortunate for me. So I'm only like about 9 points behind, which is not nothing, but his team is also not great, to be honest with you. Chargers defense against Denver, I think it's a very overrated pick. Jaden Reed, so his main things are going to be Jaden Reed and Lamar Jackson to me. Everybody else is just like going to put up some points, but they could easily just flop as well. My players are very top heavy, but somebody who came out of the woodworks today, Antonio Gibson, is getting the full workload in Houston. The only other player I'd consider starting right now is Devin Singletary. Maybe over Sutton, maybe not. I'm not too sure how I'd implement Singletary because it's against Cincinnati, who doesn't have very good defensive line. But then again, he might be slitting snaps, and he's kind of injured right now, so I don't know what call I'll make. But we'll see. Antonio Gibson will be in my lineup here. I do think this actually might be my first loss. Genuinely, I think this might be my toughest matchup. I think he's going to have a little bit higher of a floor. And I just think I might hit my floor this week. So, unfortunate, but I'm 5-0 in that league. It's half PPR milestone, so pretty dang good. Dominating this league as well with the one that Ben and I drafted. Luckily, our lineup spoke for itself. Pretty good stuff. Justice Hill is a force play, but now that we're getting A.J. Brown back pretty soon, at least this week, hopefully, should be a better lineup. Close Shakir as well. Pretty good overall. Chuba Hubbard, Amari Cooper. I like Amari Cooper just purely because he does get targets. Tucker Kraft, very, very underrated tight end. Honestly, probably getting to the point of he's getting properly rated. Rest of our team has pretty good depth. This player just unfortunately had a very bad week. I mean, obviously Tyreek Hill, Josh Jacobs, nobody, all these guys are kind of. Josh Jacobs is really leading the charge there. Kenneth Walker's kind of past his prime. Chris Godwin, all of them. I say past the prime, but more like past their prime in terms of injury stuff like that. So that's what I exactly mean by that. Now this week, I actually haven't looked at our matchup directly here, so I actually don't remember who exactly I'm playing. Great, look at this great stuff here. It's going to make me watch an ad. We always love it. Here we go. So he did have one player play, and it was Brandon Ayuk as well, so he's suffering from the same thing. We're pretty close in matchups here. Again, I think I need A.J. Brown to play because otherwise I really don't have anybody thanks to bye weeks and injuries and all that. So I really need him to play. Khalil Shakir also need him to play, please. Otherwise, his team does have a good foundation. He does have Jonathan Taylor out, so he does need to put somebody else in, but I don't feel great. He's probably going to put Kareem Hunt's on the bye. He really doesn't have many other people. Tyler Algier is probably his next best option. I don't know. This could go either way. This is luckily a standard scoring league, so we'll see how it turns out to be. I think I have a higher upside with the possibilities with A.J. Brown, Amari Cooper, Kyler Murray. But Jaden Daniels, not a nothing to sneeze at there either. So we'll see. I do think I'm going to take a dub in this league. Chase the Dream. This has unfortunately been Chase the Nightmare at this point. I'm 1-4 in this league. So in this league, I'm actually 2-3, as I kind of spoke there. 1-4 in this league. Man, I've been struggling. This is the auto draft league, so I accidentally auto drafted this league, and it's bitten me in the ass. I've had good weeks, but man, the people I play just have better quarterbacks, and it sucks. He has a very good depth too. 4-1. He's 4-1 for a reason. Right now, Ramondre Stevenson, Jamar. I have great receivers: Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, Chris Olave. I did get a trade that was giving me Tyreek Hill and Garrett Wilson for Justin Jefferson, but I'm in the position where I need Justin Jefferson to help me win games. That's kind of the point I'm at. So we'll see how this actually turns out. But I'm still starting Deshaun Watson just because I don't have many other better options. I did get Drake May off of waivers. I'm at 30% chance to win because Ramondre and Jonathan Taylor are both fucking out. Damn it. So my starting running backs this week are going to be Alexander Madison and Tank Bixby. This could be a horrid week. Oh my god. Oh, this just when I thought I might have a chance. Just when I thought. This is going to be up to 96. So this is going to be another L week easily. Sam Laporta is fucking out still, I think, too. Not Sam Laporta, Evan Ingram. I don't know why I said Sam Laporta. This is going to be a very, very big struggle week for me with two of my running backs out. Drake May, I'm just going to hope that he does something. Calvin Ridley, he hasn't been doing anything. Even the guys in the middle ground that has, obviously it hurts having Ramondre out and all that stuff. So he has A.J. Brown, he has Brian Thomas Jr., Josh Jacobs, Jalen Hurts. I'm about to get killed this week in this league. This league, once you get your 5th loss, I almost feel like it's kind of the L. You're finally out, but we'll see. Don't have too much hopes for that, though. This league, I did take an L as well. I didn't have a chance to begin with. Travis Etienne just started putting up nothing. Jordan Love wasn't doing amazing. I don't know. I guess no one did it great, though, except for Brock Bowers. But his team across the board just did better than mine because Jamar Chase apparently is a fucking cheat code. So go shoot myself in this. I have an injured backfield here on my bench. This team is actually honestly trash. Yeah, Ryan, you're fucking trash, bro. Fucking trash team. Honestly, though, he is a fraudulent 5-0. I don't know how he's 5-0, but he's 5-0. I'm 3-2 in this league. I'm still like 4th in the standings. Malik Neighbors is officially out. I thought I heard that he's officially in. Damn it. Okay. Well, fuck me. I guess I heard the opposite thing, and so was Jonathan Taylor. So I'm really fucking struggling. So I guess put Christian Kirk and Wan'Dale Robinson in. That's gonna be mine. This is a PPR league, so Wan'Dale's gonna be an easy start for me. But we'll see. I got a better chance in this league, but man, my running back depth was so good, and now it's just getting so bad, so quick. It's getting hysterical at this point. I don't think his team's great, but it's not bad either. It's got a good floor, I think. I think I take a dub here too. I know it's obviously shifted right now, but obviously I'm dealing with a bunch of injuries, so it hurts. 3-2 in this league, another half PPR league. Pretty got kind of bailed out because I faced a really trash team. Deontay Johnson, Marvin Harrison Jr., Jordan Love, CD. Actually, not really that trash of a team. Just didn't have very good performances. Suffering from depth issues. Tyron Tracy though would have been a pretty good start. Overall, I feel pretty good about this team still. 82 points. Doesn't feel great, but it also doesn't feel bad. Drop Jake Moody and all that good stuff. So this week, I'll be facing off a pretty favorable matchup, I think, for me. I know it kind of says, 52 to 48, but Jalen Hurts, Zay Flowers, I'm not exactly worried about. Jalen Tolbert, not exactly worried about him. I have pretty good upside on my team. Breece Hall is the only thing I'm nervous about of my upside. So we'll see, but it's definitely close. I still got Jordan Addison. I thought about Darnell Mooney and DeAndre Hopkins, but I like Tony Pollard against Indianapolis here. So we'll see. Travis Etienne against Chicago. I might swap that one out for, definitely not Rico Dowdle. Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney's just such a hard start right now. Unless I'm forced to do it, I don't know if I want to. So I should take a dub here, but it's gonna be a close matchup. This actually will probably determine like a good, fourth seed type person. Then we got air raid offense. So I'm 3-2 in this league as well. This is half PPR. This is half PPR. I had a very damn good week against a mediocre matchup. He had some underperformers here. Jamar Chase, TK Metcalf, I had Chuba Hubbard, Tucker Kraft. I had some pretty decent players, and even in my depth, I feel pretty good about it overall. Mark Andrews actually did something, but Tucker Kraft still is better. I finally benched Mark Andrews in favor of Tucker Kraft. I was kind of tired of it. This week, very favorable. I think DK Metcalf obviously didn't do great, but he didn't do horrid. At least he didn't put up a goose egg. Deontay Johnson's the only person I'm kind of debating about here. in my starting. I might put Zach Moss there now that I know he's officially healthy. He should be a pretty big dog, to be honest with you. And I feel pretty confident winning this. Brian Thomas Jr., again, I'm not the biggest fan of. J.K. Dobbins is going to be weaker against the Denver defense. Everything over here is kind of just mediocre, including C.J. Stroud against New England. I don't feel great about his matchup either. I did lose in this one, going 2-3 with Lawrence of Arabia. By the way, 2-3 in 10th place. That sucks. Yeah, I just had better performers. I mean, Brandon Ayuk, of course, popped off last week. Kenneth Walker was fine. He basically just had pretty good across the board. I had pretty big duds with Breece Hall, Zach Ertz, etc., etc. This is a PPR league too, so kind of sucks. I don't have a bad team. Trey McBride was just injured, so I never replaced him, but it wouldn't have mattered anyway, so I'm not like that sad, but it sucks. Everything else, whatever. Moving on. Guess gotta take the losses and move on. 2-3, and I feel pretty damn good about this matchup. He has such a low floor. Holy fucking has such a low floor. Like, I just don't think I see anything except Amon-Ra and Joe Burrow. Sam Laporta has been mediocre at best. And Baltimore against Washington's not going to be a good matchup. I have very good, at least I have a very good floor, I think. So I'm very excited about this matchup. I should take a L here, or a dub here against an 0-5 team. I guess it's not very impressive though. Kind of weird though, since he has Joe Burrow, so a little bit strange. But oh well. I did take my first loss in this league, and it just was a horrid week across the board. I mean, Sam Darnold didn't do anything. Justice Hill didn't do anything. Bijan didn't do anything. No one did anything except for Will Lutz. Will Lutz and Chicago Bears defense was my highest scoring players. So take that as you will. I don't remember exactly. I didn't have any way to win on my bench, I don't think. It just sucks. I mean, I had a bunch of people on bye, or a bunch of people hurt, so it did not really pan out well. So I'm 4-1 this league now. I think I'm third, first in my conference, but thankfully have Debo doing pretty damn well. 23.74 points, giving me a little bit of an edge here. It's not a bad team though. Michael Pittman, if Joe Flacco plays, Mark Andrews could pop off, never know. And Jane Daniels, not too bad of a field, but I don't feel. I mean, he doesn't have really anybody else that's coming else this week. My bench is not bad because I do have a couple players that are kind of questionable. Devin Singletary should play. Deontay probably should play. Rachaad White's probably not playing, so like I gotta figure that part out pretty damn quick. Do I start Mike Williams? Do I start Lad McConkey? Probably start Lad McConkey because he has at least a little bit upside there. But it's definitely not the best feeling thing in the world. So yeah, that's all my matchups for this week. I'm 4-1. Should take a dub here. So quickly, kind of going over all my little stats and stuff like that. So we'll kind of go over standings more as time goes on. But we'll just see. I'll see y'all in the next video, guys. Take care.